What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Shaw and Steel Show, and we're getting ready to recap these massive Week 8 college football games. So with that being said, Steel Chambers, how you doing, my man? And what's up with the salmon, as you like to call it, button up?
Yeah, this is not a pink shirt. This is a salmon shirt. Thank you for clarifying that. And don't tease me with the good time, man. Let's just get right into it.
All right, well, the first
game – you've been wanting to show me something as far as the graphics and whatnot. Let's dive
right so we're moving up in the world. I got a little graphic for you, and the first game we're going to look at is my USC Trojans going into a hostile Notre Dame territory. They're coming off a big-time win against Michigan, but this game is the test if they cement themselves as a top-tier team. So with that being said, here's my graphic. Here's my man, Tackett Curtis, number 25, and myself, number 27, on the road against Notre Dame 2 years ago. And as you can see, I added the Fanatics bet odds in this one, and Notre Dame is opening it up as 8.5-point favorites, and the over/under set at 61 points. So, Steele, what are you thinking about all this?
Dude, what a fucking world we're living in now. Jesus, got AI technology taking over
For real. So, what do you think about the game, brother?
First, I want to compliment you on your backside here. It looks voluptuous.
Okay.
So, kudos to you.
I'm gonna remove
this. As far as the game. I sort of want to take a step back what I said last week as far as Michigan losing that game, you guys not winning it. Looking at the tape, you guys took it to them, and they took it like the good old boys they are. But as far as Notre Dame, I think the key to winning this game is to get Jayden Maiava off the spot and ultimately stop the run. I think you do that, you make him just deal with pressure, something that he hasn't really dealt with that much throughout the year. I think that's going to be big in really just winning this game ultimately. Do that, bracket the receivers with Lemon and all those other guys. I think that's big. And then for USC, as Coach Mick always says, the first thing you need to do in these road games, you need to stop the run. And then Jeremiah Love, he's such a good back. If Notre Dame can use him the proper way, it's going to be really hard to stop this guy. So USC, they got to stop that run, make CJ Carr be the guy to win this game, because he's played really well this year, but he has his instances whenever he's turned the ball over. So if they can do that, they can make it a lot closer in South Bend. But I have Notre Dame winning this game. I'm now becoming a USC hater. I'm just gonna lean into that role. I'm gonna let you.
All right, you're a certified USC hater, but that's okay.
Yes,
we love the haters. But there's two types of teams we've seen out of USC this year, and was on the road against Illinois, and that's last weekend against Michigan, and they couldn't be any more opposite teams. Very physical, very dominant against Michigan, and then kind of got physically dominated against Illinois. So they're going to have to pack up that toughness, as Coach Mick would say at Ohio State. They're going to have to put in their suitcase a little bit of extra of it and take that up to South Bend. And when I look at this game, Notre Dame, 2 losses. If Notre Dame loses this game, they're done.
Yeah,
they're
out. I will say, again, a lot of people don't like Notre Dame just because they're not in the conference, all that stuff. I think we're both kind of in that boat. But you look back at kind of the teams they played, they're now the number, I think, 2 and number 3 team in the country, or 2 and 4 team, something like that. They're in the top 4. And in those 2 games, they lost by a combined of 4 points.
Right.
So now you're seeing Notre Dame roll through these teams pretty easily. You see that the 2 games they lost early on are now against 2 of the best teams in the country. This narrative starts to come about like, okay, maybe Notre Dame, they are just a really good team. They had a bad luck of the draw early on. Like, yeah, you want them to win those games, but they played sensational teams. So, they win this game, then, college football playoffs is right there for them, I think.
Oh, no, 100%. They got everything out in front of them. But if they lose this game, I don't see them getting in with 3 losses.
And if they lose this game, you guys leapfrog them. Now you guys are in talks for it.
Exactly. Then we're in the talks. So this is a massive game for both programs. And the matchup I got circled is Makai Lemon versus their defensive back, Leonard Moore. He's ranked one of the highest guys at the quarterback position. And then we know what Makai Lemon's doing. And I agree with you, Steele. I think the keys to win for USC is going to be shutting down Love early, really stopping that run. Eric Gentry's going to have to – we're going to have to live in that base defense, and Eric Gentry's going to have to be out there on some slot receivers and stuff like that. And I think if we stop the run, then we get pressure on Carr. We're going to be out and hold them under about 20 points. Nobody's stopping USC offense. offense. Nobody's stopping USC offense totally.
There are teams that can stop USC offense, but
You
guys are one of the better offenses in the country. But there are teams that can stop it.
Nobody's going to stop USC's offense all year long. So I see them winning this game about 34-20. They're going to stop that run. They're going to get pressure on Carr. And then the offensive side of the ball, yes.
What was the spread? Like 8? Spread was like 8.5?
8.5 for Notre Dame.
For Notre Dame.
USC. Yes.
Okay. As far as the spread, I'm going to go with Notre Dame, but they're not going to cover.
Okay. All right. And
give me the over.
The over-under, okay, is 61. So you think it's going to be a shootout?
Over. Over. I want a shootout.
All right. Okay. You ready for the next one?
Yep. Go for it.
You're going to like this next one.
Am I?
We're heading to the Mormon state.
Woo!
The Holy War. We got
the origin of smoking, baby. Come on.
We got Utah at BYU. Utah is opening up as 3.5 point favorites, which I'm a little surprised at because BYU is a very tough place to play. Mm-hmm. And the over-under set at 49. I'll start this one off since you started the Trojans off. I like Utah. I think, we look at – they got dominated by Texas Tech, but since being dominated, they go out there, they whoop West Virginia. They go out there last weekend, and they destroy Arizona State and keep it – and
backup quarterback?
Yes.
Backup quarterback? Okay.
Yes. Still destroy them. It is what it is. But here's what I love about them. In the last 2 games, Steele, as a team, they combined for nearly 500 yards rushing in the last 2 games.
Dear heavens.
And this is why I love the Utah Utes, because of their coaching staff, because they're starting to get that physicality back to them. And BYU, I watched them struggle against Colorado. Colorado beat Iowa State, but I'm not sold on them. I watched them struggle a little bit against West Virginia, and that's the only one where both teams have played. So I like Utah, even though it's at BYU, very tough place to play. I like Utah.
With you, buddy. I'm picking the Utes in this one. I had them in my college football playoffs bracket that we made earlier this year, which is now fucking abysmal. But I think they can pull it together. They had that really bad loss against Texas Tech. They're turning around. A star wide receiver, one of my best buddies from high school, Ryan Davis. He's really emerging onto the scene. And then Devin Dampier, I think he's going to be the saving grace of this team if he plays well. You see how he can hurt teams on the ground and in the air if he protects the ball. That's probably his biggest knock on him as a player, especially in that Texas Tech game. He was giving the ball up left and right. But, I mean, this BYU team, I mean, they haven't played too many people, but they win these close games. They're led by a true freshman, Bear Bachmeier. But, yeah, Bear Bachmeier. Thank you for helping me with that. Bear Bachmeier, he looks like a 4-year vet out there. He's killing you on the ground and in the air. But I think Utah just has too much on the offensive side for BYU to contest against. So I'm going to go with the Utes. Hopefully they pull it together so my bracket doesn't look like complete shit at the end of the year. Give me the Utes.
I like the Utes. I like the direction the Utes are heading in. They're trending in the right direction. And
it's kind of like Bama against Florida State.
Yeah, I think they use that ass whooping by Texas Tech. They wanted to get back to that Big 12 title, hopefully against Tech, and get their redemption. I like what the Utah Utes are doing, and I think they're going to continue to get better. Okay, you ready for the next one, my brother?
Come on, give it to me.
All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. Okay, we got high roll. We got Alabama at home against Tennessee. In Alabama, this is kind of a lengthy spread. Opening up as 8.5 point favorites, over under set at 58.5. What do you got, Steele? What do you got with this one?
I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm taking the over. Tennessee, they have become the gunslingers of the SEC, but another big SEC game. Feels like we have a couple of those every single weekend, but I think this is a good matchup, honestly, for Tennessee. I think where they thrive, Bama is sort of a little lackluster. You see Bama, especially with like deep coverages and stuff, they have a lot of MAs. Hubbard, he's not all that fast. He's a great player, but he just doesn't have the quickness of maybe some of these other safeties in the game. And then you got Chris Brown. Huh?
Why is that?
White?
Steele, you did not just pull that card.
Dude, I'm over here wearing a salmon shirt. I love my white brothers. I'm just telling you how it is.
So you're saying I was slow out there?
No, but the whiteness does not help.
Okay, all right. Just go on. Keep going.
All right, where was that? Chris Brazzell. You need a little speed if you're going against a guy like Chris Brazzell. He reminds me a lot of like that Jalen Hyatt that we saw a couple years ago, where it seemed like he was catching a 60-yard touchdown every single game. Yeah, that connection between him and Joey Aguilar is huge. And then if they want to win this game, I think they need to go in with the same game plan they had against Georgia. Get up on them fast. Just make this a track meet. Hopefully the defense gets a couple big plays on Ty Simpson, slows up that offense, takes him off the field. But Bama, DeBoer, it's so hard to root against them at this point. They've got so much momentum rolling in. I can't go against the Tide, so give me Alabama. I don't think they cover the spread, but they're going to win this game outright.
All right, Steele. Well, I like Joey Aguilar. Hopefully I said his name right. Mm-hmm. He's been slinging a rock. Mm-hmm. But there is something I want to bring up. In conference play, he's got 6 passing touchdowns, and he's got 4 interceptions, believe it or not.
It's the life of a gunslinger.
On the road, I think this game comes down to protecting the ball, and who can run the ball and stop the run. We'll always say that. And with that being said, I think Alabama is going to be able to stop the run. They stepped up a little bit against Missouri, I would say. Would you agree in that department?
Of course. Yeah, I mean, they had one of the best backs on the other side of the field. They kept him like under 60 or 70.
Exactly. I like what Alabama did on the road against Missouri. I like this last 3-game stretch. I think DeBoer has turned the table. He's got his swagger back, his confidence back. He's got his troops rolling. I love Ty Simpson. I think I want him, him, Jaden Maiava, a couple other guys in there for the Heisman.
Is there a butt coming?
Huh? No.
You were setting me up. Damn.
There's no butt coming. I'm not. Tennessee's given up like 40 points to Mississippi State, near 40 points to Arkansas, who just fired their coach. I'm not on the Tennessee wagon. So roll Tide roll. I know I was setting it up as a butt, but roll Tide roll. Okay?
Are they covering?
They are covering the 8.5. This is they cap off this stretch of games where they've been getting better and better and better. And I think they put it all together and they show that they're number 1 team in the SEC.
I want to jump in with you now on covering that spread, but I'm a stick to my word. I'm a man of honor.
What do you got for the over under 60?
Over.
Or 58.5. So over, yeah. I'm gonna go over as well. Okay, you ready?
Yep. High scoring games this week. Go ahead, give it to me. Come on. Bam! Oh, you put the guy on? I thought you fucking hated that guy.
Okay, I'll start this one off. We got LSU on the road against Vandy. Vandy, 2.5-point favorites, over under set at 48.5. So, I can't stand Vanderbilt. Mm-hmm. I can't stand Diego Pavia.
Yeah.
But there's only one thing I hate more than him in Vanderbilt. And that's head coach Brian Kelly. I cannot stand that guy. I think Nussmeier's underperforming. I think their run game is dog shit. Mm-hmm. So I love Vanderbilt. At the games at 12 o'clock East Coast time in the middle of the day, LSU can only perform under the lights, in my opinion. Sorry, Grandma Chambers, but give me Vandy on this one. Give me Vandy on this one. I'm going with Pavia.
I hate to do this to my grandmother, but you read my mind there, and I'm also going with Vandy. Okay. Like you said, dude, Nussmeier. At this point, we're in week 8. I don't even think it's an underperforming thing. I think maybe it's a new system. Something is up this year, kind of like Arch Manning before that last Red River game. He's just not as good as people might have talked about him as, like, at the beginning of the year. I think their defense is fantastic, but they just do not play that complementary football. I think Diego Pavia, as much as you hate him, ultimately he has brought a winning culture to this Vanderbilt program along with their head coach. So I think they're going to be ready to play this one. I think this is going to be a huge win for them and their program. It's not even really too much of it's not an upset. They're projected to win. So I've got Vanderbilt this week. It kind of feels like an upset, but we're in a world of college football where now Vanderbilt is relevant again. So Vanderbilt's going to beat LSU. Can't believe I'm saying that out of my fucking mouth.
Okay, we're right there together. But the biggest thing,
sorry, Randy.
This is the biggest thing. Yeah, your grandmother's gonna watch this and want to get on you. But this is the biggest thing when I look at this game. It's not the fact that it's on the road at Vandy. It's the fact that it's on the road at Vandy and it's at noon, a noon kickoff. You know, them SEC teams, I feel like don't really perform too well on big. I know Vandy's an SEC team too, obviously, but the big ones don't usually perform. They're not used to them noon games. They're used to getting that prime time treatment. All right, we're moving on to the last game we're going to recap.
Give me the big one. Give me the big one.
In the hedges.
Take me between the hedges. Come on.
Down in Athens.
Show me the graphic.
Here we go.
Show me the graphic. There we go.
There we go. Okay, we got Ole Miss on the road against Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia's opening it up as 7.5-point favorites, and the over-under set at 54 points. Still want me to go? I want you to go. Yes.
The streets of Georgia is going to be filled with just a bunch of dogs barking from Friday all the way to Saturday night. It's going to be electric out there. I'm gonna just say it now. I have Georgia in this one. I think Georgia losing 2 games between the hedges would just be something that just, I don't know, sets a nuclear bomb off in college football. Ole Miss, they've got a fantastic offense. I think that offense against Georgia defense is going to be a big story. Georgia defense, they sit back. They don't get a lot of pressure on the QB. And Trinidad Chambliss, he's good at completing passes. If you give him time, he can hurt you there and then on the ground too. Ole Miss, great in the running game. Kawan Lacey, Trinidad Chambliss, fantastic duo on the ground. It's going to be hard to stop that offense. And then on the flip side of it, I think Stockton needs to start throwing the ball downfield a little more. Their play calling, I really hate it. It's just nothing but screens and zone runs. And against this fantastic Ole Miss team, I think you got to create some kind of explosive plays in order to win this game. But again, I got Georgia in this one. It just feels like it feels like sort of a sin to say that Kirby Smart's going to lose 2 games at home in 1 year.
Okay. So.
Oh, God, you're going with hotty toddy.
No, I'm not saying nothing yet. So.
Well, I'm done, so go ahead and say what you're grinning about.
You know, I've been critical of Mr. Lane Kiffin. But I've been seeing some videos. I've been watching some of his press conferences. He's been on a couple podcasts that I've been listening to. And I see a man who, even though he's, getting older in his life, he's just now really starting to figure out the best version of himself.
Ooh.
And I think because of that, I think Lane Kiffin has equipped his team with his newborn, reborn character. And I think Ole Miss is a legit team. I like Trinidad Chambliss, and I think they walk into the hedges. Kirby Smart is 1-2 against Ole Miss, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I think they walk into the hedges, and I think Georgia pounds the rock right down their throat. Give me the Bulldogs.
All right. Okay, fucking Pat McAfee. Don't fucking set me up.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm going with Ole Miss. With Ole Miss.
Okay, dude. You're putting my fucking mind in a pretzel right now.
All right. No, I'm going with Ole Miss. I like Lane Kiffin. Like I said, I really do think he's the best version of himself. I think he's coaching at a very high level. And the biggest thing to me is the football gods. Georgia, they found a way to win that game. They played a great second half against Auburn, but there were a couple controversial things that happened in that game, and I think it's going to catch up to them. And I like Ole Miss. I really do like Ole Miss. I like Trinidad Chambliss. I think the defense is getting better and better, and they're going to play better than they did against Washington State. So I like. Sorry about that. I like Ole Miss.
All right. I mean, Lane Kiffin did just call Kirby Smart a fat ass.
I saw that.
Basically.
I saw that. Okay, Steele. Now, before we move on to my favorite segment of every show, I want to know, do you have a game that you're kind of saying this is a lock that we haven't talked about? A team, an upset, a lock, upset, a team. I can go first. You want to hear mine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me hear it. Unless you steal mine, then you're going to piss me off.
This is my lock of the week.
Don't steal it, dude. Come on. Go ahead.
Is it an ACC?
Okay, we're good.
Okay. I'm heading to the Atlantic Coast Conference, and I got the Duke Blue Devils taking out the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, and that is my lock. They're like 1.5 point favorites, by the way. But
Dude.
I got Duke taking out Georgia Tech.
Is that a night game?
Let me look.
If it is, that's almost guaranteed. Dude, there's some weird mystical juju behind that Georgia Tech Duke.
No, it's big noon.
Either way, I think that's a fantastic call.
I'm going with the Blue Devils of my lock of the week.
That's a great call, buddy.
All right, what do you got?
Oh, no, I feel like a dumbass even bringing this up.
Bring it up.
All right, I guess if this hits, then you're fucking clipping this.
Okay.
I think maybe Arizona State decides to have the game of their lives, and they go and they beat Texas Tech.
Where's the game at?
Are you with me there?
I think you're absolutely insane, but where's the game at?
See, I kind of I lied. The Georgia Tech Duke one was mine.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Put me on the spot. Now I just had to pull something out of my asshole.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Well, let's just, dude. You know what? We've been on the same way pretty much all game. We'll just say the Shaw and Steele show, their lock of the week.
Duke versus Georgia Tech. All right.
Yeah, you had it in your mind. We didn't talk about this. I had it in my mind. It worked out like that. So we are riding the Duke Blue Devils.
Okay. Yeah. Let's ride.
All right. Well, we're riding Duke. We'll be wearing Duke shirts on Saturday.
Never.
It's time for your segment.
All right. Let's do this. I don't know if you'll be able to put the graphics up on here, but maybe you can. I don't know. Today we're taking this straight from TikTok. This is called the blind tier list. So we're gonna have 10 tiers. No, we're going to have 10 teams, 5 tiers. These tiers are elite, contenders, pretenders.
Let me write this down.
Oh, my bad. Let me slow it down for you.
Okay, what do we got? Elite,
contenders,
Okay.
pretenders, like the onomatopoeia,
Okay.
It's not a fucking onomatopoeia. And then booty.
Okay, booty. All right, so that's all right. Perfect. Okay, I got them. Give me the teams.
Those are the. Oh, you're okay.
I'm
so
ready.
You get 10 teams. You got to put 2 teams in each one.
Okay.
And these are random.
All right, 2 teams in each one. All right, go ahead.
All right. First team, we're going to start with LSU. But okay. I don't know how familiar you are with this game, but you got to watch out. Like, any team could show up. Like, I could throw Sam Houston out there.
All right, I'll do pretenders. LSU pretenders.
All right, and feel free just to give me a quick sentence afterwards. Maybe just
okay.
All right.
An
idea what you're thinking.
Okay, I'm going with LSU as pretenders because they had all this hype coming into the year. Brian Kelly, he talks all that trash, especially after beating Clemson. He runs around like he's big dog, and Nussmeier has all this hype coming into the year as well. And so far, they're pretending. They're talking and pretending. They're not actually out there doing. So I got LSU as my pretenders.
An astute observation.
Okay.
Number 2, we got Iowa.
You know what? I haven't looked much at Iowa. I haven't looked at their schedule really. I don't know what their record is. But I like Iowa as contenders. And here's why. I like what they did. I know the wheels are off the bus. I know the wheels are off the bus of Wisconsin. But regardless, they went into Madison, nighttime, prime time. They blew them out like 40-0. I think we know what Iowa's culture is like. We know what their program is like. They're going to get to at least 8 wins, 8-9 wins. And I put them at contenders because I think they're going to knock off a good team down the line. They're going to knock off a good team down the line. So I'm going with contenders.
That's not even a stretch, dude. You just pulled a hammy there. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard out of your mouth.
All right, go ahead.
You're going to be so pissed.
Hold on.
Okay, my next team, we've got Notre Dame.
All right, Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Steele, why did you have to do this to me, man?
You fucked yourself. No, you fucked yourself. Don't get mad at me.
No. Notre Dame.
My God.
Notre Dame. Notre Dame is
Okay. I hope you can get this graphic up and we get it out because you will have Notre Dame in Iowa in contenders.
Well, it's because it's you've handcuffed me, Steele, with the 2 and
You handcuffed yourself by putting the fucking Iowa in contenders.
Yeah, I like Iowa as contenders.
And you're gonna double down. Okay.
I like Iowa as contenders.
All right. I have no sympathy.
Oh yeah, I love Iowa as contenders. Notre Dame, I'm gonna put Notre Dame. No, I'm gonna change my Notre Dame though. I'm gonna put Notre Dame from all the way up to the top, elite. And here's why. I got Notre Dame as my first elite team. I think they're going to lose to my Trojans this weekend. But with that being said, to lose to a good Miami team, Miami is as legit can be. I just want to make that very clear. I've been having a couple conversations today of people downplaying Miami, and it's rubbed me the wrong way because Miami is a legit football team. Then Texas A&M is another legit football team, and Notre Dame had plenty of opportunities to win that game. So they should have one loss. They have 2 losses. They should have 1 loss. Notre Dame is a very good football team with an elite running back and Jeremiah Love. So Notre Dame, with this format, because this is a big asterisk with all of this, Notre Dame, elite.
I cannot wait to see the rest of this. Next, you've got North Carolina.
Booty.
No need to explain that. Belichick, an absolute legend. He's not getting it done.
No, he's coaching himself out of being a legend with all this dumbass stuff he's doing. Booty.
Now we got Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. That's a contender right there. That's a real deal contender. My contender spots are full. Texas Tech, they're real deal contenders in the Big 12. They got that money. They're playing well. That's all I need to say.
All right. No need to say anything more, man. Okay? Jeez. Yeah. Next up, we got Clemson. Easy there, Tiger. Easy. I'm trying to help you here.
Clemson, I'm going to go with.
You wanted to shout that from the fucking mountaintops. Take a second.
I'm going to put Clemson in. I'm not going to put them down in booty. I'm going to put them at Okay. They lose to Georgia Tech in a close one. They lose to LSU in a close one. The really, really bad loss in there, Syracuse. Mm-hmm. But they've been showing some heart since then. I like Dabo. They can go out there and finish the season strong. They're going to prove me right, and they'll be better than the category. But right now, I got Clemson at
All right. Next up, you got Miami.
Miami. Okay, this is like Miami is as elite. Them and Ohio State are elite as elite can get. They are two. Those two are stand above everybody else.
Okay. That's all you have to say. I like that.
That's what to say.
Next up, we got Texas A&M.
I mean, what are we doing here?
What are you doing here? You start with the Iowa business.
All right, so I'm going to put Texas A&M as pretenders. I think Texas A&M is obviously a contender still. I think Texas A&M is one of the best teams in the country by far. But with this format, I'm going to put them in pretender. And since have them in pretender, I got to come up with an explanation. I think they're going to have a great year. I think they're going to do really well the rest of the way. But they're going to slip up to either Texas at the end of the year, or I believe they play LSU I believe they play LSU here soon. Let me just double check this. Hang in there with me.
I will say, compared to other SEC, I think we said this last week. Compared to other SEC teams, their schedule is not as crazy.
No, it's not. It's not as good. Absolutely not. They play.
Let me just.
They play Arkansas, LSU, Missouri, Texas. So I think they're a legit contending team. But since I have them in pretenders, I think I could see them slipping up to one. Possibly, if they don't bring it every single week, two of those teams. And if they slip up to two of those teams, they'll be pretenders. Missouri and Texas are games I will circle.
All right. What 2 slots do you have left?
Good friend. I have and Booty.
I hope you have a graphic for this. I would love for this to be put out. Next up, we got the USC Trojans.
This is unbelievable. Steele, I'm not putting the USC Trojans in there.
I don't know. I guess you think Iowa is a contender, but not USC. You think they're just eh.
Yeah, I mean, I really blew this with Iowa, but
USC Trojans. Is it eh or Booty?
I think USC Trojans have a legit chance to win the Big Ten. I think they're going to go to the playoffs. But since I got to put them in the reason I would have them there as of right now, if I have to come up with an explanation, is I think that they have if they go and they don't win against Notre Dame, that's going to put them down to pretender. Then if they go out and they drop to if they lose to Oregon, they're still going to be pretenders. But if they go and they lose to Iowa, or they lose at home, or they go and they lose to Nebraska, which is a very tough place to play on the road, and they finish 9-3, they're going to be So USC, I think they're going to go 10-2, right there at the Big Ten championship against Ohio State, and we will be going. You and I will be going, and they're going to get into the playoffs. But for this, not my favorite game, by the way. I'm putting them in. Okay.
Well, you're dog shit at blind tier, anyways. But
okay.
That was a very grown-up way of putting that, so I commend you on that. But
all right, thank you.
Dog shit, but you did sort of end up putting it together at the end. You've got Sam Houston in the booty spot, so that works out.
All right, Sam Houston. I rebuilded them one time on NCAA. All right, so you ready for this?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me your absolute shit tier list.
Elite, I got Miami, Notre Dame.
Okay.
Contenders, I got Iowa and Texas Tech.
Garbage.
Pretenders, I got LSU and Texas A&M.
Okay.
Clemson and USC.
Mm-hmm.
Booty is UNC and Sam Houston. I got the Booty one perfect.
Yeah, Booty's fantastic, but besides that, everything else is.
And Clemson and would have been good if I could have had USC swapped with Iowa, and then Notre Dame swapped with Texas A&M. I would have been happy.
Coming out the gates in a blind tier list and putting Iowa's contenders is such a rookie mistake.
I know.
You've obviously never seen this on TikTok.
No, I've never seen it on TikTok.
We got one. This is going to be quick. Do you know what wavelength is?
All
right. How to describe this to you? So, I'm going to be thinking of a number between 1 and 10.
Okay.
You get 3 questions to try to figure out what it is. So let's say I'm thinking of Ohio State. They're going to be a 10. Okay? And then you just ask me random questions that gets you to that. Like if I'm thinking Ohio State, that's a 10. If I'm thinking Sam Houston, that's a 1. So I think of a team with a number, and you got to try to figure it out.
Okay. What number it is?
Yeah.
Okay. So I ask you, what's about the school?
I'm going to think. Okay, never mind. I'm going to think about a number. All right. Are you with me there?
Yeah.
You ask questions. Let's say you're going to say give me Give me a college quarterback. If it's a 10, I'll say Mendoza or something.
Okay.
And then
Okay. All right. I got it. All right. You ready?
Let's see how this works. Close your eyes. I'm gonna tell people what my number is.
All right. Tell
Close
me
your
your
eyes.
Are you ready?
All right.
All right. Give me a running back.
Ooh. Goodness gracious. A little bit. Jam Miller.
Okay. Give me all right, I like that. Give me a defense.
Ooh, a defense. Give me Texas A&M.
Okay. All right.
Where are you right now? Where's your range?
I'm thinking like a 7 to 9, 6 to 8.
All right.
Okay, and I got one more question. Give me a head coach.
Let's see. Let's just go down the list of them. I'm gonna go with Mario Cristobal.
Mario Cristobal. Jam Miller, A&M. This has got to be a 7.
Are you locking that in?
I'm locking that in.
It's an 8.
An 8. Wow, an 8. Jam Miller. I would have had Jam Miller at a 7, 6, 7. I would have had the defense, Texas A&M defense at like an 8.
I almost went Miami defense to sort of like bump it up a little bit. I felt like Jam Miller was a little low, a little bit too high at 8.
But Cristobal, I mean, I know the Hurricanes are rolling. I know, but I'm not a big Cristobal guy. I would have said 8.
He's like a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I like him.
Oh, I didn't know that. I know. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that threw me off. But we were close enough. That was a fun game. All right, hold on. Let me think of it. Let me think of a number.
Oh, we're okay. Yeah.
Right.
Come on.
All right. I'm going with. Don't show you it. All right. You ready? I'm ready.
All right. Just give me a program in general.
A program in general.
Give me a football program.
I'm going with Nebraska.
Ooh.
The Nebraska Cornhuskers.
We're getting along. Okay. If this team and their all-time success morphed into a woman, what woman would this be? And you could just do it based off hotness on a scale of 1 to 10. What would the woman be?
Man, Steel. Iron Man's wife. I don't know her name.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Huh?
Gwyneth Paltrow, also known as Pepper Potts.
Yes, Pepper. Yes. Okay, that's the woman.
Ooh. Ew. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'm between a 6 or a 7.
Okay. All right, one more question.
Oh boy. Okay. How? Okay. Give me a quarterback.
Quarterback. Man, where do I go from here? I
think this could really cement it for me.
Where do I go from here?
I think I got it.
Let me think. I'm going to go with Beau Pribula.
Is it a 7?
It is. Is that what you're locking in?
God damn it! No. Yes, it's fucking 7.
It's a 6. It's a
God
6.
Damn it!
What put you at a 7? What put you at a 7 over a 6?
I don't know. Gwyneth Paltrow is a nice looking lady.
Yeah.
I felt like all these answers were just kind of straight down the road, not too bad, not too good.
Yeah, I feel like you know what? I wasn't fair.
Nebraska at 6 is dude, they're like an all-time, they're a blue blood.
I know. I was thinking more this season. But I do agree with you. Nebraska is like a 9 program. A 9 program.
That's where you fucked me up. You went with
That's my fault. I can see that.
Okay.
I was thinking just this year, Nebraska would have it at 9. I would have had that lady I just said at a 7, and I would have had the quarterback at about a 5.
No, that's on me. I wasn't specific with my questions. It's my job to 5.
That's why I gave you, no disrespect to Bo, but that's why I gave you him to kind of try and help you out a little bit more. All right. That was. I enjoyed those 2 games. You got anything else, Steele?
No, I'm excited. Are we going to do the bracket again next week?
We're gonna do the bracket, and we're gonna have a special guest make his own bracket with us. Do you want to tell him who the guest is gonna be, or do you want to save it?
I'm not saying shit.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do with our guest.
I don't even know if he's gonna want to. Is he gonna stay with us that long?
I mean, are we gonna? Hold on, let me end this. All right, fight on.
Whoa, come on! What the fuck was that?
All right, let's say fight on, Steele.
Fuck you.
All right. I'm ending.